Qué honor es estar acá con Pablo Schreiber, que es ni más ni menos que Master Chief. How are you, Pablo? How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm really happy to be next to you to talk about this incredible journey. First of all, when did you learn, or what was your first contact with the Halo world?
First contact with Halo was in high school, playing video games with friends at their houses because I didn't have my own setup ever. And then, you know, video games left my life for most of my 20s and most of my 30s, and Halo reemerged in 2018 when I got offered this role.
What did you feel at the first time when you said, okay, I'm gonna be with a mask, or what was your reaction?
Yeah, no, I wasn't so concerned about the mask. I mean, most of my reaction was, oh my God, Master Chief, you know, because even though I wasn't a massive Halo player and hadn't been playing it a ton over the recent years, and they sent me all the material, and I was blown away because all I knew of it really was as a first-person shooter, right? All I knew of it was just a video game where you run through the environment and shoot things. I didn't know about the depth of the mythology, which is when I got the job, that's what I started to unspool and started to learn, right? Is the amount of story that has been created in the universe is just mind-boggling.
There's an hour and there's videos on YouTube for an hour and 20 minutes explaining the history of Halo. So it's like huge.
Oh, I mean, it was weeks for me. You know,
Yeah.
I went to a boot camp with 343 where they gave me a very rigorous and in-depth deep dive into the mythology, and that was just an intro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because 17 novels, I believe, at this point, right? The transmedia, the amount of media and story that's out there that is all encompassed in the Halo universe is huge. And it's beautiful, like it's beautifully constructed. It's really, really an amazing story.
There's something out there, just beyond our reach.
It's like opening your eyes for the first time after living in the dark.
Your rage blinds you.
Rage is all I have left. The Covenant will not stop.
Did they give you a test, like, what did Master Chief do in episode? Did you get like a quiz?
No, thank God. You know, it wasn't a gotcha mentality. They weren't trying to make us look bad. They were just trying to give us the most tools they could in the shortest amount of time.
And considering this challenge, because Halo is one of the biggest franchises in the world of video games, it's a pop icon, culture icon. How much pressure did you feel when you were getting for the first time in this suit and say, I have to do this?
I didn't feel really very much pressure at all, to be honest with you. I feel pressure to myself as a storyteller. You know, I always want to try to make the things I'm in the best they can be.
The idea is that anyone can enjoy this new show. Even the story has been a little bit touched in order to be accessible, I guess, for more people. Do you feel that way?
No, I don't feel that way. I don't feel that the story has been changed to be more accessible to a mass audience. I feel that the story itself is already incredibly accessible to a mass audience.
Yeah,
that's the
but
beauty.
It's very big and
it's
and
grand, it's beautiful, it's massive. You know, I call it this kind of like outer space opera. You know, it feels like that size, this kind of this grand universe that we're living in, the scope and scale of everything, the galaxies.
What else are you willing to sacrifice?
Everything.
What's the point in saving humanity if we're gonna give up our own?
The truth could bring us all down.
I asked my followers what they would ask Master Chief and ask you, and they were asking, is it heavy? Is it hot inside? Can you tell me about it?
Yeah, of course. We have, you know, one of the most amazing costume studios in the entertainment industry. Made the costumes for us. They're called FBX Studios. They made the costumes for The Martian and many, many, many others. And it's really expertly created. But at the end of the day, it's a bunch of plastic that they've put on you in order to simulate something that's supposed to make you superhuman, right? And so it's about 55 pounds of plastic. There's Under Armour underneath the armor, which is very constricting and hot, as you said.
And people were asking, how do you go to the bathroom with it? It's a special device or something?
Well,
to hold up?
yeah, not to get too graphic or in depth, but I believe the belt snaps off, and then there's a zipper. So.
Great.
What about the helmet when you put it on? Part of your dialogue was recorded over there, or did you do voiceovers? As an actor, how could you make your performance transcend what's in front of you?
A lot. Of course, we recorded the dialogue there and in the suit. The suit itself presents a lot of challenges, as I was saying about movement for one, but also for sound. You know, you really can't get a good recording in the suit. For one, because you're in the helmet, so you get a sound that's kind of muffled by the helmet. But for the other, it's a massive 50-pound plastic suit that creaks every time you move. So the performance really was created in ADR. You know, which for people who aren't familiar is additional dialogue replacement. You go into a sound studio, and after you've locked picture and decided what the episode looks like and what all the shots that are there that are going to be used, you then re-record all the dialogue, you know, based on the shots that you have.
There is something within us. Something sacred. Something worth protecting.
Do you think if this thing goes right and everything points in that direction, you might be repeating some catchphrases for years to come, maybe? Do you already have one of your own that you can share with us?
Well, the hope is to be making this show for quite a long time. Yeah, we already know we're going to be making season 2, and we'll go back to Budapest and start shooting that in June or July. I'm incredibly excited about that. We have a new writer showrunner for the second season who is making some incredible material that I'm really excited to be a part of. As far as catchphrases, I'm going to have to tell you to wait for the show, but there's a few and they're fun.
I want to thank you for your time. In Argentina, there's a lot of fans of Telefe that would like... Are you speaking publicly as Master Chief already, or no?
Am I speaking what?
Publicly as Master Chief? Because people are going to say, please say this like Master Chief. So if I ask you to say to the fans of Telefe, which are a TV station, how would you do it? Who's going to say it?
No, I wouldn't. I'm sorry. I would say thank you, Telefe, for supporting, but what you get is Pablo Schreiber, the actor. Really look forward to the show coming out and can't wait for everybody to see it. And thank you for your time.
It's been an honor, and very good luck with all this huge and amazing project.
Thank you so much.
We're all we have now. It's just us.